do you have there?
It's a book.
Do you scroll down?
Nope. I turn the page. It's a book.
Can you blog with it?
No. It's a book.
Well, can it tweet?
No.
Can it text? Can it Wi-Fi? Does it need a password?
No.
Can it do this?
No. It's a book. Are you going to give it back? No, but I'll charge it up when I'm done. You don't have to.
It's a book! By Lane Smith.
Hola, presentamos el nuevo dispositivo de conocimiento bioóptico organizado, de nombre comercial Book. Book es una revolucionaria ruptura tecnológica, sin cables, sin circuitos eléctricos, sin batería, sin necesidad de conexión. Compacto y portátil, Book puede ser utilizado en cualquier lugar. Al carecer de batería eléctrica, no necesita recargarse, pudiendo ser utilizado tanto tiempo como sea necesario, aunque no se tenga disponible una toma de corriente. Book nunca se cuelga. Book nunca necesita ser reiniciado. Simplemente tienes que abrirlo y comenzar a disfrutar de sus enormes ventajas. Así es como funciona. Book está construido con hojas de papel numeradas secuencialmente, cada una de las cuales es capaz de almacenar miles de bits de información. Cada página es escaneada ópticamente, registrando la información directamente a tu cerebro. Una simple sacudida de dedo nos lleva a la siguiente página. Las hojas se mantienen unidas mediante un dispositivo de cosido llamado carpeta, que las mantiene en su orden correcto. Gracias a la tecnología de papel opaco, los fabricantes pueden usar ambas caras, duplicando la información y reduciendo costes. La mayoría de los books incluyen una función de índice que señala la localización exacta de cualquier información seleccionada para su inmediata recuperación. El accesorio opcional marcapáginas permite abrir el book en el punto exacto en el que fue dejado la sesión previa, incluso si el book se ha cerrado. Los marcapáginas se ajustan a estándares internacionales, de manera que un mismo marcapáginas puede ser usado en books de diferentes fabricantes. A la inversa, diversos marcapáginas pueden ser usados en un mismo book si el usuario desea almacenar diversas búsquedas a la vez. También es posible hacer notas personales junto a las entradas de texto de book mediante una sencilla herramienta de programación: el lapicero. El dispositivo manos libres, también conocido como atril, permite la correcta colocación de book para su cómoda lectura sin necesidad de usar las manos. Si necesitas pasar la página, una simple sacudida de dedo es suficiente. Book es un producto respetuoso con el medio ambiente, ya que está compuesto únicamente por materiales 100% reciclables. Portátil, duradero y asequible, Book está siendo recibido como el precursor de una nueva ola de entretenimiento. Bienvenido a la era que transformará tu manera de entender el mundo. Bienvenido a la experiencia Book.
Smartphones can do just about anything these days. When your phone has access to anything you could want, including books for a tiny screen, there's not much more you can ask for. But before there were snippets of information flying across phone screens like there are today, the predominant form of literature was a wonderful thing called a book. You may have read books on an e-reader or on an app. Today, we will look at what a physical book is, and I'll walk you through exactly how to read one. The first step to reading a physical book is to find one. Don't forget that never judge a book by its cover is an old phrase that applies to almost anything except a book. In this case, always judge the book by its cover and pick something that looks interesting. Step 2. Find a place to read your book. A nook isn't just a clever name for an e-reader. It's also a nice place to cozy up with a good friend. Get comfortable. You may be here for a while. Thirdly, you'll need to open the book. This may be a little bit complicated if you're used to simply tapping a touchscreen, but oddly, physical books don't work quite like your iPhone. What you'll do is take the edge of the front cover. You can identify the front cover by seeing that any text is right side up and by noticing that the spine of the book is on the left side. And lifting it up and to the left, opening the book as you would a small box. Step 4. Follow the text. The most common way to read an English novel is from left to right and top to bottom. This should be fairly intuitive. Step 5. Turn a page. Don't worry, when the text ends, you don't have a malfunctioning book. This works similarly to opening the book, but you'll simply need to grab the corner of one of the book's pages. Step 6. Use your imagination. Some books might have nice illustrations, but a lot of novels will only have pages and pages of text. Don't be intimidated, just let your mind wander. And don't worry about getting lost. That's the best part. Step 7. Learn. If you come across a word you don't know, or a concept with which you are unfamiliar, look it up. But, if possible, use a physical dictionary for words. It's always best to eliminate the distraction that the internet can be if you want to immerse yourself in the full experience of the physical book. Step 8. Treat your book well. When you find a book that you truly enjoy, it will become like a friend to you, and you wouldn't want to hurt your friend, would you? Make sure to keep your book in good condition. If possible, avoid dog-earing pages and try to use a bookmark. Step 9. Don't be afraid to laugh out loud or to cry a little. Words are very powerful tools, and when you are completely immersed, you will more than likely have some strong emotional reactions. Step 10. When you finish the book, you'll close the back cover. Then, you should make sure to take at least a few minutes to sit and contemplate the book. Finishing a book and entering the real world too quickly can result in a sort of shock similar to the feeling you get when you stand up too quickly after lying down for an extended period of time. And don't forget to keep reading. Find more books to read and repeat the steps above. Your life will feel more full, and so will your vocabulary. The end.
When did you last pick up a book? Can you remember where it took you? When were you last diving on a coral reef? Apprenticed to a sorcerer? Or boggled by Biggles? When did you last fight the dragon? Or steal past the Minotaur? Or dangle from a dirigible? Could you aggregate with the Argonauts? Or atomize an alien? When were you last dissolved in a sonnet? Could you leap with a legend? When did a book last pop your mind? When you last picked one up, that's when. Go on, turn over a new leaf. There are so many places you can visit with just a turn of the page. Get reading. Who knows where it will take you?
Hi, I'm Kathy Bates. I'm a reader. I love reading. Books, plays, poems, movie scripts, you name it. When I was a kid, my mother used to read to me every night, and I loved the sound of her voice and watching her turn the pages to see what would happen next. I loved the feeling of being swept away by the characters and their adventures. I still do. As exciting as the worlds I live in on screen can be, I always look forward to returning to my world of books. Reading lets you be anyone and go anywhere. I was lucky because I became a reader early in life, and it was the key to unlocking worlds of opportunity for me. And today it's still the key, because once you learn to love to read, that love can carry you through anything, to places you never imagined.
Hi, I'm Kiki Palmer, star of True Jackson VP. I know what you're thinking, that you're so busy with school, your friends, your family, sports, music lessons, all that stuff that fills up your days, that you don't have a second to spare. I feel you. From my television show, to my music, to my own schoolwork and friends, it can be really hard to find a spare minute to just be. But I'll let you in on a true story. Books help me relax. There are so many distractions out there that sometimes the only thing that lets me slow down and take a moment for myself is to find a good book and let it take over. Whether it's a script, lyrics, or just my favorite books, reading is a big part of my life, and I couldn't live without it. Make it a part of yours, every day.
Hi, I'm Sarah Jessica Parker. There are never enough hours in the day for a working mother, but there's one ritual I make time for. No matter how busy my family is, I read aloud with my children every day. Making books and reading a part of a child's daily life exposes them to new worlds where anything is possible and new vocabulary that will pave the way for their future. When my children and I read together, we get to laugh and learn and explore our imaginations. As a parent, those are the moments I treasure the most. You can make reading a part of your family's daily life too. It's just a matter of opening up a book and letting the stories take you by surprise. Give yourself permission to read aloud with your children early and often. It will change their lives and yours for the better.
Hey, I'm Whoopi Goldberg. You know, I love sitting down with a good book, but I wasn't always a reader. You know, I'm dyslexic, so reading as a kid was a bit of a challenge for me. But I did love great stories, and particularly I love being read to. You know, fairy tales, spooky stories, you name it, I loved it. If you read me a story once, I never forget it. You know, great stories like Harry Potter are powerful. They introduce you to new people, take you to new places. They expand your world and help you to understand it. They can take a dyslexic kid from New York City and turn her into a lifelong lover of books. You can learn to love to read. Shoot, I did.
Hi, I'm Dave Pilkey, the creator of the Captain Underpants series. You know, it's been said that cats have 9 lives, and I, for one, don't think that's fair. How come cats get so many lives? What about the rest of us? Wouldn't it be awesome if we could all get some extra lives? Well, I'm here to tell you, we can. We all have the opportunity to live more lives. More lives than a cat, even. In fact, we could live so many lives, we could make every cat in the world jealous. How can we do this? By reading. Let me explain. When we read a book, we get to live vicariously through the characters we read about. We walk in their shoes and we get inside their heads. We see what they see and we feel what they feel. We live their lives. So when we read To Kill a Mockingbird, we are Atticus Finch. When we read Walden, we are Henry David Thoreau. And yeah, when we read Captain Underpants, we are George and Harold. Reading allows us to live lives we could never be exposed to otherwise. Every time we read a new book, we live a new life. And the more books we read, the more lives we get to live. So we don't have to settle for 9 lives like our feline friends. We can live 900 lives, or 9,000 lives, or even more. So crack open a book and start reading. Get some more lives under your belt, and make all the cats in your neighborhood jealous.
Mina's house was full of books. They were everywhere. And not just on bookshelves and bedside tables where books usually are, but in all sorts of places where books usually aren't. Worse still, her parents were always bringing home more books. They kept buying books and borrowing books and ordering books from catalogs. Mina's parents loved to read. They read at breakfast and lunch and dinner. Mina, on the other hand, thought all those books were rather in the way. One morning, Mina called for her cat.
Max?
But Max didn't come.
Max? Where are you?
There he was. On top of all the books her parents kept buying her, and she kept refusing to read.
What are you doing up there? I'll get you down. Whoa, this is so not happening. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, no! Oh no, oh no! Oh no, oh no, they're wrecking the house! Stop! Stop! Everybody get back in the books! Gotcha! Why won't you go in? Come on! Why won't they stay in the box?
E is for aardvark. A is for aardvark. A is for aardvark.
And B is for book.
Don't even think about it, kiddo. That's not my book.
Okay, but if this was your book, would you go back in?
I might.
And what about the others? Would they go back too?
Well, they wouldn't go in my book, if that's what you're asking.
So how do I know which is your book?
E is for aardvark.
Why won't you help me?
A is for aardvark. A is for aardvark. Figure it out for yourself, kiddo. A is for aardvark.
I just want to go home, but I don't know which is my book.
Is it this one?
What's it say?
I don't know. Just read it and find out.
I can't.
You can't read?
No!
I can't believe I'm gonna do this. This is so dumb. Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, there lived 3 little pigs. Does that sound familiar?
There's no pigs in my book.
Wait! Read that again!
Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, there lived 3 little pigs.
That's us! That's our page! That's our book! Yippee!
Huh. A is for aardvark.
This is my stop. Goodbye, everybody.
But what about my book?
We'll just have to keep reading until we find it. The ducks in the pond said quack, quack, quack. The rabbit went hippity-hop down the road. The giraffe loped across the plain. Now in the forest lived a wolf.
Oh, that's me!
Do Deep in the jungle, high up in the trees, lived a band of chattering monkeys. Somebody stop those monkeys! Come on, monkeys, give me the book. Ugh, bad monkeys! Take that! Aha! Stupid monkeys. Deep in the jungle, high up in the trees, lived a band of chattering monkeys. There. So, are there going to be any more interruptions? Good. Now, where were we? Once upon a time, in a land...
One by one, Mina began reading all of her books. And one by one, the creatures found out where they belonged.
This was much too much for the poor cowherd. The elephant lifted his trunk and trumpeted. Sleeping in the cave was a great bear. The soldier raised his sword, and they all lived happily ever after. There. Phew. Aw, come here, kitty. Where were you hiding? It's okay. Now it's just you and me, Max. Do you think we'll ever see them again? What do you think they're all up to now?
When Mina's parents came in that afternoon, they couldn't believe their eyes. Not because the curtains were gone and the dishes were broken and the table legs were all chewed up, but because there, in the middle of the room, was Mina. She was reading a book.
So a noun is a person, place, or thing. A verb is an action word. Max, something to share with the class? Come on. Shh. Thank you. How tired I am of this unbearable distance between us. How I long for the toll of the recess bell. Have you forgotten me? Grown mindless of me? Tell me I am not riding into an abyss, or that is what will become of my heart.
Help provide books to schools in dire need. Support the Indigo Love of Reading Fund.
So, what do you go for in a girl? He crows, lifting the lager to his lips. He gestures where his mate sits, then downs his glass. He prefers tits. I prefer arse. What do you go for in a girl? Well, I feel quite uncomfortable. The air left the room a long time ago. All eyes are on me. If you must know, I'd like a girl who reads. Yeah, reads. I'm not trying to call you a chauvinist because I know that you're not alone in this, but I'd like a girl who reads, who needs the written word, and who uses the added vocabulary she gleans from novels and poetry to hold lively conversation in a range of social situations. I want a girl who reads, whose heart bleeds at the words of Graham Greene or even Heat magazine, who ties back her hair while she's reading Jane Eyre and who goes cover to cover with each Waterstones 3 for 2 offer, but I want a girl who doesn't stop there. I want a girl who reads. A girl who feeds her addiction for fiction with unusual poems and plays, that she hunts out in crooked bookshops for days and days and days. She'll sit addicted at breakfast, soaking up the back of the cornflakes box, and the info she gets from what she reads makes her a total fox, because she's interesting and she's unique, and her theories make me go weak at the knees. I want a girl who reads. A girl whose eyes will analyse the menu over dinner. Who'll use what she learns to kick my ass in arguments so she always ends the winner. But she'd still be sweet and she'd still be flirty because she loves the classics. And they're pretty dirty. And that means late at night she'll always have me in a stupor as we reenact the raunchy bits from the works of Jilly Cooper. See, some guys prefer arses. Some prefer tits. And I am not saying that I don't like those bits, but what's more important? What supersedes is a girl with passion, wit, and dreams. So I'd like a girl who reads.
Technology has given us books on tape and movies based on novels. You can even log on to your computer and hear the latest news, or see step-by-step instructions to make a meal, or put together a piece of furniture. So why pick up a book, newspaper, or take the time to read a recipe or instruction manual when everything is right there at your fingertips? Peter Thames, a writer for Education Week magazine, states, "I read for pleasure, to learn things I want to know, to hear news from faraway places." Let's take a closer look into the reasons why he, as well as many others, choose to read. Great literature can take you to far-off places. Places that can only exist on the pages of a book and take shape in your imagination. You can fight great battles in Narnia. Play Quidditch in the looming shadows of the Hogwarts Castle. Journey 20,000 leagues under the sea. Or walk barefoot in the green grass of the Shire. The beauty of literature is that it asks us to use our imagination. Reading also allows us to educate ourselves about places around the world, and even things happening in our own backyard. It allows us to take something without meaning or shape and turn it into something that can be used by all. And maybe even try recipes that are foreign to us. So why read? Because you don't want someone else to determine how your imagination should take shape. Because sometimes things are better understood when you can read them for yourself. And because, let's be honest, sometimes we all have a few hours to kill, and words will always tell the story better than pictures ever could.
We don't read and write poetry because it's cute. We read and write poetry because we are members of the human race, and the human race is filled with passion. And medicine, law, business, engineering. These are noble pursuits and necessary to sustain life. But poetry, beauty, romance, love, these are what we stay alive for. To quote from Whitman, "O me, O life of the questions of these recurring, of the endless trains of the faithless, of cities filled with the foolish, what good amid these, O me, O life?" Answer, that you are here, that life exists and identity, that the powerful play goes on and you may contribute a verse. That the powerful play goes on and you may contribute a verse. What will your verse be?
Why read? You have better things to do with your time, right? Well, there are lots of reasons to read, such as whenever you read a good book, somewhere in the world a door opens to allow in more light. Not buying it? Okay. There are also practical reasons to read. For example, you learn an average of 4,000 to 12,000 new words each year as a result of reading. Also, students who read widely and frequently are higher achievers. Imagine what reading can do for your SAT scores and GPA. Basically, what exercise does for your body, reading does for your brain. And what happens when you don't train? Nothing. So invest some time in reading. Try Oak Hall's 30-book challenge. Borrow a book from the library, read it, tweet or Facebook your review, and read some more. Go
So one of the big topics that gets talked around here at Ask Men is how much do you read? I mean, in this media-obsessed climate between tablets and iPhones and laptops, we spend a lot of time watching and absorbing information in a very different way. So it kind of raises the question, how important is it to read and be well-read in terms of your interaction with other men and in particular with women as well? One of the first things is it's definitely going to make you smarter. There's a lot of ways you retain information when you're watching television or you're watching a movie that is not the same as getting your brain kind of going through these steps of processing words, and it keeps your brain a little bit sharper. So reading is a good way to kind of keep that level of your attention span, that level of intelligence, as sharp as possible. That's all this exposure to kind of fast, quick-moving media definitely has an impact on our minds that reading kind of slows you down a little bit and gets you to kind of use your mind a little bit more creatively as well. There's nothing worse than being out on the joke and not getting the joke. And reading and literature over history has been a good basis for this. I mean, whether it's an episode of Family Guy or it's a contemporary retelling of a classic piece of literature in a modern television series, there's a lot of the inspiration that comes for these things is from classic books. And if you haven't read these books, well, you might be getting some of it. You're not getting all of it. Well, the third reason is actually, I think, one of the more obvious ones is that it's entertaining. I think we tend to forget how much fun it is to read. A lot of people tend to read more when they're on vacation. You get a couple of weeks off, you're sitting on the beach, you tend to gravitate towards that. We're always surprised, I think, when we find out, this is actually a lot of fun. I get to kind of interact with the storyline in a different way than just kind of getting a 2.5-hour movie experience and I'm done. You don't have to read the heavy classics. There's nothing wrong with reading a light 400-page, John Grisham-esque kind of thriller, and that really gives you some of that entertaining punch that you may forget comes from picking up a book. The last reason is actually probably the most Ask Men friendly one, in the fact that girls like guys that read. If you're going after a girl you want to have a relationship with, I mean, certainly around Ask Men, it's a very common topic. If you have not read anything, it's not a very attractive quality to most women to think of a guy that is afraid to pick up a book. In keeping pace with relationships out there, dating or pursuing women, having that in your arsenal in terms of what you have as a package as a guy, whether it's looks or athleticism or style, having well read as being one of those characteristics is definitely a big one. So the bottom line is there's a lot of reasons to read. I mean, it seems fairly obvious. When you get down to how it can help you in a day-to-day approach to life, it's key. And I think there's a lot of time in our lives where we can just sit down, take the time, pick a book, and read a little bit just to make sure that we're keeping up.
There once was a beautiful, busy, award-winning library, but times were hard, and the city of Troy, Michigan no longer had enough money for its library. So it scheduled a vote, asking for a small tax increase. This angered a well-organized and well-funded anti-tax group who started posting "Vote No" signs and making noise. They shifted the conversation from library, books, and reading to taxes, taxes, taxes. The library needed help. They needed something attention-getting, audacious, maybe even vile. So we formed a group of our own and planted signs around town that said, "Vote to close Troy Library August 2nd, book burning party August 5th. And people went straight to our Facebook page.
You people are sick. This is disgusting.
We created videos.
Imagine this times 200,000. How cool is that?
Posted on Twitter.
The Troy Library might be short on money, but it has books to burn.
Created items for sale.
A book bag. How ironic.
We created check-ins, posted flyers, and lined up entertainment.
You guys are booking a band?
People became enraged.
Why would you burn books,
This
idiots?
is horrible.
We should burn your
what
signs.
the f is this world coming to?
Shut this page down.
Jerks.
They debated the merits of libraries and the audacity of burning books as the conversation spread from Facebook to city council meetings, from newspapers to TV. It grew from local to national, even international news. That's when we revealed our true message. A vote against the library is like a vote to burn books. And people started sharing and reporting all over again. We had changed the conversation completely, from taxes, 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 to library, library, library. And on August 2nd, the yes voters turned out at levels 342% greater than projected. The library won by a landslide. Not every story at the library has a happy ending. Fortunately, this one did.
I'm a new soul. I came to this strange world hoping I could learn a bit about how to give and take. But since I came here, felt the joy and the fear, finding myself making every possible mistake. La 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 la. Strange world.
you.